up, everybody? Welcome back to the one and only Fragrance Fraternity. Got the mic hooked up today, so got you guys that premium sound. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I do have the fan running. If that's annoying, I can turn it off. It is kind of a hotter day. Got the short sleeve on today. Got to get all the skin real estate that I can. We got a big day today. Big smelling day. We've got the Zed creators. I'm excited to smell them. Thank you to Jason S. for sending over the decants. Wouldn't have been able to do this without him. I appreciate him sending it over and giving me the opportunity to experience it. Got to thank God for another day to smell good. That's how we always like to get things started here. Let me know your scent of the day. I appreciate everybody hanging out, waiting for the stream to start. Go ahead, drop your scent of the day. We'll say what up to everybody, and then we'll get into some of these Zed Creator fragrances. Want to hear from you guys. If you guys have tried them, if you have an experience, what you think about them. And yeah, we'll just have a little discussion. Moderators, I just kind of have a feeling we may need you today. The trolls may be jumping in on this topic. I just kind of have a feeling that they might. So just be aware. I appreciate you guys and all the work you do. Before I get to the chat, I do want to mention one fragrance real quick, just kind of as a thank you to you guys for just a moment of gratitude, really. So this is going to be Eros Parfum. And this is a fragrance that will always have a lot of meaning to me because this is a fragrance that came 100% from the fraternity. Both in the first time I tried this fragrance was from a sample that Vince sent over, one of the moderators here. And then Patrick was very kind to actually buy me this bottle as like a holiday gift and gift me this. I'm going to hook him up with some stuff in exchange, but just really, really gracious and grateful rather for you guys and all the views, all the interactions, the likes, the people joining in on the live stream. It's been a great year. I'm looking forward to what we can accomplish next year. Keep bringing in the right kind of people into the fraternity and just continue to develop this awesome community and talk about fragrance, something that we all enjoy and can bond over. So Eros Parfum is going to be always imprinted in my memory as just a really important fragrance that came from you guys. And I really just appreciate that. So I'll be thinking about you guys for as long as I have this bottle. I'll always remember that. So I really appreciate that. We'll get into the comments and then we'll get started. And yeah, let's have some fun today. What's up, Jason, the superstar himself, sending over the decants? I appreciate you, man. Sauvage Elixir, that is a beast fragrance. I bet it is still performing for you quite well from early in the day all the way into the afternoon. Scent of the day, Testosterone. That probably got some nice muskiness going on there. Happy to see you, Vince. Hopefully you're doing well, man. What's up, Joel? Scent of the day, apart from the Marley Cologne. Okay, that one is kind of divisive. Actually, surprisingly, couldn't stand that one. And then something happened to where I was like, okay, I kind of like this one now. It's kind of a 180 for me, but good scent. And happy to see you here. Let's see who else we got in the chat today. We got Mr. Barry, longtime supporter. Appreciate you, man. Scent of the day is Aqua Senziale Blue, also known as the TLTG Special. Smelling great today. Nice powdery aquatic blue. Very solid choice. I have some good memories tied to that one. Actually, I wore that fragrance when we did the gender reveal for my niece. And again, I wore it on her first birthday. So I just have some really good memories tied to that particular fragrance. So you're smelling good, man. And thanks for being here. Happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. Really thankful for all of you guys, and hopefully you have a good Thanksgiving and stay safe out there. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you, my guy. Scent of the day, Spice Bomb Metallic Musk. Now my decant is finished. I may have to re-up you on that decant if you need a little bit more time before your bottle arrives. Let me know. I'm happy to hook you up, man. I'll be here about 30 minutes. No worries, Joel. No pressure, buddy. Life comes first, man. I appreciate you being here. Stream brought to you by Jason. What a hero. He is today's MVP. That is for sure. What's up, Blaine? Nice to see you. Aloha. I'm actually going to be in your neck of the woods. I don't know if you live in Maui, but I'm going to be heading to Maui on Tuesday. So if you're around, link up, smell some fragrances, perhaps. Let me know. Scent of the day is Ibere. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to smelling that one here shortly. As soon as we get to the bottom, we'll jump into this. What's up, Esteban? Thanks for being here, my guy. Scent of the day is White Room by Fine Tuned Fragrance. Okay, I'm not familiar with that one, but I know you're kind of always expanding your horizons with some of these independent brands. So it's good to see you here. Regardless, thanks for being here. Let me know, guys. Does the sound good? Should I turn the mic down a little bit? Is it distorting, or is it all good? Is the fan? Can you guys hear the fan? Is it bothering you? If not, you don't have to say anything. But if you want, I can turn it down a little bit. Just let me know. I'm gonna wear my stretchy pants. Yo, stretchy pants like Nacho Libre. That's what that makes me think of. What's up, Gems? Thanks for stopping in, my guy. Glad to see you in here. If you guys don't follow Sips and Sniffs, you're missing out on some good times. It's always a good time over there, man. All right, everyone's saying all good. All right, I appreciate you guys. So let's jump into it, shall we? All right, so first up, I want to try Sun-Kissed Island. Sadly, I'm not on Maui. It's a whole island over. Okay, dang it. Well, shoot, I'm going to just miss you then. So we're going to try Sun-Kissed Island first, and we're going to see what's popping with it. I did see they did release a couple more bottles for sale. So, you know, if something really blows me away, you never know. We might be dropping some cash. But either way, I'm just happy to smell them. And to be honest, you don't have to own everything that you like. So we're going to find out. We're going on skin. That's why I got the sleeveless here. We need all the skin we can. Let's go. I'm excited for this, guys. Let's go. All right, I got 2 good sprays. All right, so just in the air, I'm definitely getting coconut. I'm definitely getting coconut. Very creamy coconut. And I'm getting like a creamy lotion type of feel to it. All right, I know someone which was catching some flack for saying that it had kind of a sunscreen vibe to it. I'm definitely getting like a suntan lotion vibe in the air. So to my nose, I'm definitely getting a suntan lotion type of experience here. The main thing I'm smelling is coconut. I do get a little bit of lime, but it's not in the forefront. And I know people mention like tequila. I mean, I kind of would have to search for that tequila. I wouldn't even think it was boozy if I didn't know that there was tequila in here. Yeah, the way that my nose is smelling it, I'm getting like a white floral feel and like a coconut suntan lotion type of thing going on. Definitely is unisex. There's no doubt about that. Vince said that this kind of reminds him of French Riviera, and I totally get where he's coming from. I totally get where he's coming from. This one's a little bit more coconut forward than French Riviera, but it's along those lines. I mean, I'm not getting much lime or tequila to my nose, but obviously we all smell things differently. No one's right or wrong. If you get a bunch of lime and tequila, that's just what you get. I mean, I get a little bit of lime and tequila. There is like a sort of sweetness underneath. It is really smooth and well blended, but I'm getting like creaminess, muskiness, coconut, kind of a suntan lotion type vibe, maybe a touch of citrus. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, I'm not getting a super like zesty lime, like a bohemian lime. Not experiencing quite like that. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like the Sunbum, I think, kind of tanning lotion. I'm getting a lot of this kind of tanning lotion type smell. Yeah. I don't love it. This is not necessarily the type of fragrance that I really gravitate towards. It does kind of remind me of things like, Mansura Holidays, French Riviera, Replica. What is that one? Walking by the Beach, Beach Walk, stuff like that. I get that sunscreen suntan coconut, so that's what it is. Um, I'm not in love with it. I'm gonna just say I'm not in love with it, guys. Tropical fragrances are not always my favorite. I do kind of prefer the more like fruity tropical stuff. But this one, yeah, it's just not my style per se. So all respect to Ross. I watched him for many years, but I got to keep it a buck with you guys. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. So just because I'm a fan of his content, I'm not going to, say this is the best thing ever if that's not how I truly feel. And to me, this is a little bit too feminine kind of leaning for me, and just not like a scent profile that I really gravitate towards. So I do definitely get what Vince was saying with that French Riviera tie-in. So let me know if you guys tried Sunkissed Island. Do you guys get something completely different than I'm getting? Be interested to know what you guys think about it. But I am definitely getting a lot of the suntan lotion, coconut, creamy, kind of white floral, musky experience. I mean, guys, I am a tequila drinker. Like that is my liquor of choice. So I'm very familiar with the smell of tequila, and I'm not getting much of it. So, a lot of this is genetics, and the way your nose perceives things is going to be different. So let's see. Let's see where I was. I think that's where I was. I snagged all 3 Zed creators during the pre-sale. Earlier today, George posted, yeah. There was earlier today, I saw there were some extra bottles, so we'll see. I appreciate that, Gems. Thank you, buddy. Is it a sign you taking the decant with you to the Hawaii trip? To be frank, I don't think it's going to make the cut, man. I've been, spending too much time trying to figure out what fragrances I'm bringing. I'm pretty set on the 2 Bulgari fragrances. I'll be bringing those, Tigar and Aurum. Shout out to Randy with the crazy hookup on the travel sets, the 30 mLs. Bulgari Aurum is amazing, guys. If you ever tried that one, I like it more than Baby Cat. It's kind of like a vanilla resinous type thing, but I think it's better than Baby Cat. If you guys never tried Aurum, highly recommend you get your nose on that one. Any tequila? Yeah, I'm not getting much of the tequila, and I think I am getting some like white floral type. It just doesn't move me too much. The problem for me with these type of scent profiles is they all in the air, they just kind of blend together. Like all these kind of suntan lotion type ones, they just really blend together. And I think Scott Aromatico did a review where he said that it kind of did have this suntan lotion, sunscreeny type smell. And I remember he was catching some flack for that, but I get a lot of that too. I that's how I'm perceiving it. As soon as I spray, I get a lot of mint. Not for me, man. I don't know. I'm not getting much mint. Rating for you, 7 out of 10. I don't really rate stuff, but I mean, I think this is for like a person that likes the scent profile, this type of fragrance, this type of tropical, I would give it like probably an 8. But on a personal level, I don't wear these kinds of fragrances, so I'm not gonna like completely shit on it, but because I do feel a little bit bad because I do like Ross, and I've been watching him for many years, so I don't want to like dog on his creation too much, but yeah, it's just not for me. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't need to say much more. And guys, if you bought this and you love it, please don't let my opinion influence you at all. Wear it with pride. This is a good fragrance. It doesn't smell bad at all. Like there are going to be some people that love this. So, I'm just one person with one opinion, and my opinion is not more valid than yours. And you probably don't even smell it the same way that I do, honestly. Yeah, Orem is such a stunner. Everyone talks about Tigar, and Tigar is great, but man, Orem is a serious fragrance. So good, man. I think the best vanilla fragrance I've ever smelled, to be honest with you guys. And they don't even sell those 30 mils anywhere. So when I saw that, I hopped on it. He caught the flack because he compared it to Virgin Island water. Okay, yeah, I could see him catching some flack for that because, to my nose, no, I don't get Virgin Island water from this. I would prefer Virgin Island water personally, but yeah, I don't really get Virgin Island water. I think Vince was pretty good with that French Riviera comparison. Definitely get more coconut than French Riviera because I don't think there's any coconut in French Riviera. But another one that kind of is similar to is that Jacques Fath, Curacao Bay. It's kind of in that vein of tropical. When you think, when you say tropical, it can really be a variety of things. Like Summer Hammer is tropical, but that's like a fruity, really nuclear kind of fruit bomb. And then you have like the other side, which is like Curacao Bay, which is kind of this, suntan coconut type thing. And that's kind of where this one is falling into. I already picked up Tigar. I have Aura in my car. Waiting a bit to spread the data out. Yeah, I understand that it's this hobby. It gets pricey, man. What incredible. Two people can spray the exact same fragrance. One picks up a lot of coconut. Another picks up a lot. Yeah, that's the thing that people don't understand is that a lot of the way that we perceive fragrance is based on our genetics. And as I learned more about it, sometimes lowering the amount of an ingredient, you can actually smell it more, because if you put the nose is a tricky thing. If you put too much of a certain ingredient, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to smell it more. You could actually not smell it. And sometimes you need to reduce the amount of an ingredient for you to smell it more. And that's why when usually these bigger brands, they create fragrances, they have a team of evaluators. They have 5 to 8 people, and their job is just to evaluate the fragrance. And collectively, they decide on the smell. So it's usually like a team of people all kind of contributing to the creation of a fragrance. So it really takes a lot of people just to make one scent. I don't remember if I tried that one. I did try a bunch of them. I was at the mall, and I tried a lot of the private line ones because I was just interested to try the others. And I think I tried almost all of them. There was one that was kind of like Tigar, but it was like a leathery Tigar, which was pretty interesting. It was like Tigar for the winter. It was kind of a mix of a leathery, very, very leather forward, plus that you still got that grapefruit from Tigar. Kind of like if you guys ever tried Chopard's Cedar Malaki, I get a lot of the grapefruit in the opening, and it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful with the grapefruit in the opening, and then it settles into the leather. It's a great combination, surprisingly. A lot of grapefruit, and then that leather base really blends beautifully. So, all right. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't blind buy that. Let's just say that. But I still got love for my guy. It doesn't change anything. I just got to keep it real with you guys. Okay, so the next one, let's do Justin's. Let's do Seamless Soul. And I'll give you guys an update. This is just the first impressions. Maybe I eat a different breakfast tomorrow and I smell something differently, or I sleep a little bit more or differently, and all of a sudden my perception changes. This fragrance thing, it's a complicated art form. All right, Seamless Soul. So just from what I've heard, this one sounds promising. Actually, we'll do the notes after. I already kind of started with, I'm gonna spray it, so whatever. We'll look at the notes after. Not the best order of things, but oh well. All right. I will tell you though, that Sunkissed Island is blooming beautifully. Like it's projecting. Like I'm trying to put my hand like behind myself because I keep smelling it from those sprays over there. So I don't want to mix the smells, confuse myself. But there we go. Let's get into Seamless Soul. This is good. I like this one much more. This one's much more my style. Definitely getting a fruity apple, very juicy. I'm getting what I think is going to be like an amberwood or ambroxan type. There is something kind of synthetic that is very prominent here. And I don't say that as a negative. I actually really enjoy synthetic fragrances. Kind of the way that Jasada Ambassador is fruity, but you also get that kind of synthetic undertone of the ambroxan. I'm getting that same thing here, except instead of mango, it's that apple. Okay, I do get a little bit of Greenlee. I don't know if anybody said that, but just the apple, the way it comes across, I am getting that juicy green apple that I get in Greenlee. Not as kind of like woody as Greenlee. This one's definitely on the juicier side of things, but the like amberwood, ambroxan, whatever type of synthetic wood amber note that they're using is very prominent right away, which is good. It's probably going to perform pretty well. Yeah, I like this one. It is refreshing. It is invigorating. It's a good daily driver. I do get some Greenlee though. I mean, it's really all about that green apple in this opening. Yeah, it's mainly the green apple and the amberwood. It is quite a strong fragrance, so I'm thinking it's kind of um, wearing my nose out fairly quickly. So I got to be careful with smelling it like too much. So I'm going to just put my hands behind my back here and give my nose a little bit of a break and then go in for another sniff. So let me do some comments and then I'll go back and see if I pick up some other stuff from it. Okay. Yeah. You like it more than I do. Yeah. I don't think it's bad. It's just not my style. I think I said that already. I'm trying not to repeat myself too many times. I like Gian too from that line. I need to re-look into that one, which one that one is. Amberwoods and all these. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm picking up the Amberwoods and Seamless Soul right away, which I like. Yeah, I've seen a lot of reviews that reference some Greenlee comparisons with Seamless Soul, mainly how the apple note carries throughout the fragrance. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love Greenlee. I need to get a bottle of Greenlee. To me, Seamless Soul starts out with a bright apple and slowly dries into a kind of metallic, earthy accord. Okay, interesting. I'll be interested to see how it develops. Does it have Coco Loco vibes from Zaharoff? I'm assuming you're asking about Sunkissed Island. I bet it does. I mean, I've never actually tried Coco Loco, but coconut is definitely prominent for me. But I've never tried Coco Loco, but from what I know and have heard, I would assume they're in the same ballpark. All of these seem to be strong. Performance won't be an issue. Yeah, they definitely won't. They are projecting like a mofo, especially right now. I'm trying to be very careful with not letting my nose go too blind or like partially blind, because it's a real problem. I got Greenlee too as it dried down. I got a vibrato whiff. Okay, cool. I wonder if there's like a little bit of ginger or something in there. Let me see. Let me go back in for another smell, see if it's changed at all. I am getting kind of like something aromatic in there, and maybe like a touch of like a lavender or like a geranium, some sort of aromatic note. not too prominent, but it's kind of woven in there. Maybe like a rosemary or some sort of mid aromatic kind of note. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty solid. I would be interested to do kind of like a side by side with Greenlee, because it does remind me of Greenlee a lot just on kind of first smell. So let's actually look at the notes for Seamless Soul, because I'd be interested to know a little bit what's in here. The main things to my nose are that apple, the amberwoods, and maybe like an aromatic type like rosemary or lavender, geranium, perhaps some kind of aromatic mid note. Let me share the screen. Have you guys tried Seamless Soul? Do you guys get something completely different from it? Because we were pretty different in Sunkist Island and how I kind of smell it compared to some of you guys. So woody, amber, fresh, spicy. Yeah, I agree with that. I'd maybe put citrus up top just because I get so much of that apple. It is starting to dissipate. And you know, it's really bright in the beginning though. All right, let's see these notes. Green apple, grapefruit, pepper, cardamom, lemon, Timur, and anise. All right, so maybe that was what I was picking up in the mid or something like that. Frankincense, cedarwood, magnolia, balsam fir, amberwood, musk, tonka bean, vanilla, vetiver moss. I do get kind of that metallic smell that someone was mentioning, a little bit of that. Yeah, and there is there. It's always I always feel like such a fraud after I read the notes, and now I'm telling you guys that I smell it. But you know, the musky undertone, sure, you know, I could see kind of like a musky undertone sitting underneath it. Um, it's not like thick and creamy. Overall, it's pretty juicy, pretty refreshing. This could be a great summer fragrance. This could be a great spring fragrance. Really, anytime. Maybe not necessarily a winter fragrance, but you'd consider a winter fragrance. But definitely leans toward the masculine side. I do get the woods, but I can't initially say that this is like that much better than Greenlee. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a fucking hater today. Sorry, threw an F bomb out there, but yeah, I don't know. It has been kind of a weird day, so maybe I'm just like in a mood or something. So you know, your mood can also affect the way you perceive stuff. So maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh per se, but I don't know. There's been just so much sales with with these fragrances. Like they've been pushing them, guys. They've been pushing these fragrances. So it's like I don't know. It almost kind of made me like not want to buy them because they're just pushing them so hard, right? And I've learned my lesson with the blind buys. It doesn't matter how good somebody says something is or how much they say this is the best thing ever or how amazing everybody says it is. You need to try it for yourself. But I do like this one the most so far. This is something that I would wear and that I really like. I mean, for the same price, right? You could probably get like a 75 ml of Greenlee. So I don't know. I mean, it is good, but it's not like blowing me away type of thing. It does kind of have a mass appeal to it. So sometimes with niche, your expectations are a little bit more. You know, you want a little bit more of a complex profile. And this one's definitely mass appealing. You know, like the same way that kind of Greenlee is. I'm getting a lot of like greenly, but it is what it is, man. I tell how I smell it. Seamless Soul is really nice transitions. Yeah, and this is just first impression, like I said. I'm just getting a lot of the amber woods and the kind of apple, and that's pretty much it. I think Coco Loco was a lot fruity. I tried a sample a while back. I remember Coco Loco being very fruity, more fruits than coconut came through to my nose. Okay, interesting. Yeah, if you've tried it, then you'd probably be better to speak on it. Like I haven't tried it, so yeah. But I should check that one out. Have you tried all those scent journeys yet? Let them know, Vince. Let them know. The earthiness moss probably won't fully show until late dry down. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how it develops. I'm getting more like the muskiness kind of coming out, and it hasn't really been more than a few minutes, but I wouldn't call this an earthy fragrance, you know, like that Terra Essence that I sent over to you, Patrick. Like that shit's earthy. I would have to like search for it. If it was, you know, I'll have to search for it a little bit. Well, we'll see when it dries down. I'll give you guys the updates, you know, for those of you that I chat with regularly, and there are several here. So I don't like anything at all. That's not true, man. There were some other decants that Jason sent me. Second Soul is amazing. So I'll just go ahead and say that. Second Soul, and of course I can't get it. It does kind of remind me of Danae from Argos, but I think it's actually better than Danae. But of everything Jason sent me, he sent me a bunch of stuff. That was my favorite one. Second Soul is truly amazing. I think Second Soul blows this one out the water, way out the water. Interesting username, but if you don't like, you don't like it. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't like him. I do like Seamless Soul. It's just not like, I don't know, man. Sometimes the way that these fragrances are spoken about, you expect them to be like the best thing since sliced bread, the way that some of these people talk about them. But I do like it. I don't really care for Sunkissed Island because that's not my style. I've already said that. But I tried all three fragrances and they weren't for me. I didn't hate them, but I didn't care for them. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of so far in the same boat. They're not, the two of the three I've tried are not like full bottle worthy. Like for me, if I was gonna buy one, it would have to like really move me and be like, oh my god, like, all right, I'm way past my budget this month, but I don't even care because I need to have this before it's gone. Like I don't feel that like absolute sense of urgency, but I'm just, again, one person, one opinion. If you love it and it really hits for you and it connects, that's great. Fragrance is a very personal, it's kind of soulful thing. It has to connect with your soul. I get Tigar and Greenlee in the opening, a lot of musk. Yeah, I get the musk, definitely. Musk, amberwoods, I get the apple. Maybe a little bit of like that grapefruit kind of mixing with the apple. So I kind of see where you're coming from with the Tigar. I don't really get like the same exact type of citrus that I get from Tigar, but I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, it definitely is more kind of amberwood focused than Greenlee, which is more kind of wood focused. I'm definitely getting that modern amberwood type backbone musk and the musk as well. So a lot of really good synthetic aroma chemicals working in on this one. So maybe a question for later after dries. Is there anything in Seamless Soul that compares to Castley? Well, yeah, I mean, the amberwood prominence, I would say, definitely compares. And I get that right away. I don't have to wait for it to dry down. I definitely get the amberwood. I think I said that right away. That was the thing that really popped out to me. Second Soul is definitely a special fragrance. Yeah, that one gave me that kind of reaction that I would be looking for me to pull the trigger on one of these. You like this one more than his other two creations. So I have not smelled Justin's original one, which Brass and Soul. I've never smelled that one. But just between Second Soul and Seamless Soul, I think for me, Second Soul is much better, or just blows this one like out the water as far as an experience and overall composition. Mont Blanc Legend EDP is the best for me. Hey, I'm not going to argue with that one. That is a great fragrance. I'm a huge fan of that one, and people watching this, they know how I feel about that scent profile. That Legend, Fierce, Percival, I adore that profile, and big fan of that scent profile. Legend was my signature scent for many years growing up. So, and I don't think I've seen your username before, so welcome to the fraternity. Thanks for being here. Okay, so we got one more, Iberi. Who knows? Maybe this will be the one that really shocks the nation. So, you know, hopefully this doesn't get me canceled, but you know, guys, I'm sure you'd rather prefer that I'm just keeping it real versus just kissing ass and saying everything's the greatest thing in the world just because I want to stay on somebody's good side or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, there's really only like a few people that I really consider like good friends of mine in this space, and all those people are in this live stream right now. So those are the people that really genuinely, you know, if I needed help, they would help me, like a real friend. Everyone else is just like, it's an acquaintance and I appreciate them, but I'm not going to let, you know, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. That's always really important to me, because there's a lot of people that are just kissing ass in this space, just trying to be someone's friend, or just trying to, like, you know, get hooked up with free shit or whatever their intention is behind their opinion. They're maybe afraid to say how they truly feel, or they're putting on an act, and I don't know. This is good though. I'm liking Iberi. I like sweet fragrances, so this is good. I'm smelling it in the air. It definitely has gourmand elements. Definitely has gourmand elements. Okay, yeah, I'm enjoying this one a lot. This one, it kind of has like this milkiness and almost a little bit lactonic in the air. I like this one, I think, the most of all three, to be honest with you guys. I think it's the most interesting. I think it's got the most layers to it. Sunkissed Island just wasn't my style. Seamless Soul, I felt like was good, but just maybe a little boring. Dare I say boring? But this one, I'm getting layers, and it's the most interesting so far, just on first sniff. Definitely getting vanilla. I'm going to actually spray a different part of my skin because I just realized it may be too close to Sunkissed Island. I don't want to confuse myself. So I'm going to actually spray right here just to make sure I'm not mixing them. That's one thing I noticed too, guys. If you try a fragrance and you spray one fragrance on the inside of your wrist, and then you spray another one on the top of your wrist, like when you're smelling this one, you guys realize, right, that you're also getting this one mixing with it. So you got to be aware of that. I fucked that up so many times. Yeah, this is by far my favorite of the three. I think it's the most interesting. I think it's the most niche. It's going to warrant that higher price tag. It doesn't remind me of something right away. There's almost something balsamic to it, which I'm really enjoying. Definitely like a balsamic tone, and maybe like a slightly kind of resinous thing here. Shut up, Vince. I see your comment. I'm doing this for utility, not to show off, all right? Should have done biceps before this stream. It is pretty delicious. It is a little bit resinous. It's a little bit balsamic. I get the vanilla. I get the gourmand milkiness, almost like a lactonic tone to it. It has a sweetness, but it is not cloying. It's not. It's not like a honeyed sweetness of overpowering proportion here. I'm thinking this is like a vanilla or tonka bean, perhaps, maybe a bit of sandalwood underneath, because there is a certain creaminess to this. Definitely delicious. Definitely something that someone might want to lick off of you. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Definitely my favorite of the three. Not as sweet as you may think. Definitely, when I say sweet, there is an element, but it's not crazy sweet. It's not going to be cloying or give you a headache. At least not the way I'm perceiving it. And there's kind of like a darker element to it as well. Maybe like a cedar wood or something that is holding it and keeping it from being kind of feminine or unisex leaning. I think this one leans a little bit to the masculine side. There may be some woods or something that it's kind of grounding it. And yeah, this is definitely going to be my favorite of the three, which is surprising. I didn't think that this would be my favorite of the three if I had to guess. So let me get caught up in the comments. Let me know, have you guys tried Ibere? What do you guys think about it? And I did grow up on that. Freaking love it, man. I'm still not sick of it. I just got another bottle of Fierce, by the way. I went through and I had to pick up another one. Found a good deal on eBay. If you guys want, I'll hook you up with that price. It was a good price. Jason should be a Zed creator. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that. He's got a lot of experience, so he's a major Zed head, and I hope that he will forgive me for not being absolutely in love with all of these. But like I said, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm not here to be a people pleaser. Almost a Giant. This one's supposed to be sweet, cozy winter fragrance of the bunch. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is cozy and sweet, but I really enjoy the blend on this one. It's not overpowering with the sweetness. It's the right amount. When is he going to let me know? Let you know what? Did I miss your comment? Type it again, Vince, if I missed something. You know, I like to skip over comments from time to time. A Vince fragrance, what's going to smell like? Well, Vince actually already has a fragrance. It's like Reflection 45, Vince 45. I forget the actual name, but he is already on a bottle, so it's ahead of the game. A Sheepra. Is it? Let me know, guys. Is it sheep or is it Sheepra? Because I've heard both, and I want to know which one is it. This is when we need Joel, our resident French speaker, to chime in, but I think he may have taken off. But let me know, is it sheep or Sheepra? Because I've heard both. It's an interesting kind of category, and it can really vary. I've realized there's quite a variety of the way that those can come across. You're working on it. Okay. All right. Keep us in the loop, man. Don't let us out to dry. That's not what you're thinking. And if you need help in the sampling process, you know how brutally honest I can be after today's stream. If I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. So I've been really enjoying checking the indie niche houses as well as some of the other Middle Eastern fragrances, especially comes to price. That's awesome, man. I'm always you've put me onto a lot of stuff that I would have never have known about if you didn't show them to me. Like that Nishan brand was really cool. A bunch of stuff you've shown me that I would have no idea about. So Esteban, you're a real one, man. You're doing the detective work for us frag heads over here and bringing us stuff that we otherwise would have no idea about. So really appreciate you doing that. And hope to link up with you soon. I'm sorry I'm going to miss our next meetup. I'll be out of town, but definitely do my best to catch the next one. Always love meeting up with you guys and swapping scents and whatnot. A real gun show here. Don't gas me up too much, Vince. What's up, Christine? Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you're doing well. We are here smelling the Zed creators. Let me know. Have you got your nose on any of them? Did you blind buy them like some of the warriors in this chat? Yeah, Yeah, I'm flexing on them today, Vince. It's my turn to flex. I'm getting sick of you always flexing on all of us, so I gotta flex back sometimes. I've been alive. Oh, well, I appreciate you hopping in and joining the fraternity here on a Wednesday afternoon. We always love seeing you here. So thanks. Hopefully you've been doing well. Haven't seen you in a while. I got a permit, so don't worry. It's not a concealed carry. They're out in the open. Oh, man. Yeah, it is balanced quite well. No, not overtaken by sweetness. Yeah, I could understand that concern. And I was definitely, that was something I was going to be wary of, but I'm impressed with the blend. This is definitely my favorite one of the three. When you get back from your trip, I will be back, God willing, on December 8th. So 2nd through the 8th is when I'll be out of town. I appreciate that. I'm gonna do that one next. I'm gonna do the plume impressions when we get to the bottom of the chat. I do want to look at the notes for Ibere, and then after that we'll do the plume impressions. So sheep. All right. So there's no all right. See, there's controversy. I guess no one really knows, I guess. I don't know. I have to do some more detective work on that topic. Sheep ray. Maybe. Make up our own word for it. We gotta do bicep sprays on our next scent of the day. Everyone start doing those curls. All that turkey is gonna flow right into your bicep muscle. You're gonna be looking good on Thanksgiving. Feel that one would be my favorite three as well. Hopefully get my nose on it soon. Yeah, I can't guarantee that these samples will make it to the next meetup, but we'll see. Maybe we can figure out a way to get you to try these. Anyway, let's look at the notes for Ibere. Hey, man, I got to give props to Jordan. I've never actually spoken to him. I doubt he even knows who I am, but for this being his first fragrance, and, he had a lot to prove because he's coming in this as kind of, we know that he likes fragrances and that he's into it, but maybe the greater Zaharoff community wasn't as familiar with him. So he had to prove himself a little bit. I think of the three fragrances, this was the one that maybe the people would be the most critical of. So he had big shoes to fill. And he worked with his perfumer and they made a good product here. So shout out to Mathild. They nailed it. All right, let's look at the notes. Dried fruits. Okay, yeah. So maybe that's what I was kind of attributing that balsamic tone. I guess dried fruits is what they're calling it. And I think this ambrette and lavender is kind of providing a nice balance to that vanilla and tonka bean sweetness. And it's adding that layer of depth, and it's adding that sort of nature to where this doesn't become cloying or too sweet or too focused on that vanilla, while still adding to the creaminess. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like with these fragrances, it's kind of like that wine hobby, If you guys ever seen those wine meetups where they can pretty much say anything, you can't be wrong. That's kind of how it is in this fragrance space, let's be honest. You can pretty much say anything. I definitely get a sugary tone to it. No doubt about that. And kind of the way that Tempe Autumn has that kind of sugary tone to counterbalance some of that earthiness in that fragrance. If you guys are familiar with that one, this one has a similar kind of sugar, like drizzled sugar on top. Yeah, this one is sexy. It's got that sexy accord that Jeremy talks about. It's in here. They found a way to put it in here. So I'm feeling this one the most. So we got a winner. So yeah. Again, thank you to Jason S for sending these over. I'm looking forward to spending more time with all of them. On the next live, I'll definitely give you guys an update. This is just first impressions, so And you know how that goes. Let's see. Let's get caught up in the chat, and then we'll do the plume impressions. I believe it's Royal Bourbon. Is that what it's called? We'll see in a second here. ChatGPT said sheep ruh. Okay. If you want to say it, interference. See the scent. See we can't come to an agreement. Maybe both are correct. That's possible, I guess. There could be more than one way to pronounce it. Tomato, tomato. What's your favorite it's going to be for Thanksgiving? I think I'm going to go with a tar called Tot Night. I wore it last year, and it was really hitting. It's cherry. I'll show you guys. This was actually a blind buy recommendation from Joel. And I wore it last year, and it was really, really nice. So I think I'm going to wear it again this year. I get a lot of cinnamon from it. I get some cherry, and I get that spiciness. It's kind of a more Middle Eastern take on PDM Wajan. And I do get a little bit of angel share, but minus the booziness of angel share. So you get that autumn forward DNA, that coziness, and the cinnamon, warm spice. The cherry does become more prominent as it dries down. This is one of the only, I guess, cherry fragrances I can really walk out with. I guess Tonka Cola being the other one. That one has some cherry in it as well. And that Rouge Smoking X-Ray, that one is a really good cherry fragrance as well. But this one has great performance. The cinnamon is beautiful in it. The bottle is cool. Great performance. I think I just said that. Let's see. Am I missing anything? It kind of has 1 million Privé. It's in that realm as well. If you guys are big fans of that one, I think you'd enjoy this one as well. So yeah, it hit the spot last year. I think I'm going to go with it again. What's going to be your guys' Thanksgiving scents? Drop your Thanksgiving scents in the chat. I'd be interested to know what you guys are going to be wearing. If you got something planned out for tomorrow, let me know. Credit his wife with picking out the best mod perfumers on him. Well, Mrs. I don't know what's Jordan's last name. Mrs. Nigerian Giant, you've done well. Yeah, it's good stuff. I like this one the most for sure. Smelling Seamless Soul again. Yeah, it just kind of smells the same to me. It's not really developing too much for me. It does remind me of Greenlee a lot, guys. I can't shake that. I do get kind of that Castley Amberwood. Definitely get the Amberwoods the same that I would in Castley, but definitely reminds me of Greenlee a lot. It depends what part of the world you're in. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably tomato type thing. Even though I don't know anybody that says tomato. Do you guys know anybody that says tomato? I don't. Anyway, the brand of Michael. This is what you guys get over here. That's what you signed up for. Justin Copa said it was just sheep. Yeah, I've heard him say sheep, so that's kind of what started getting me wondering about what the correct way to say it. See, half you guys are saying sheep, the other half are saying sheep, rah. Blaine says sheep, It's just like one of those, you guys remember those commercials with the owl and the lollipop? Like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the world? We'll never know. This is one of those situations. I don't think there's a thread on Twitter of like stuff that Gen Z would have no idea about. It was really interesting to go through it. And I think that could be in there. I don't think if you ask a Gen Z kid if you ask them how many licks does it take to get to the center of is it Tootsie Pop? I don't think that they would know to say that the world would never know. Some of you guys are like, what the hell is he talking about? Yeah, all right. Stream is going off the rails. It's kind of, it's in that 55-minute mark, so it's about time when things go off the rails. We're going to try that plume impressions, though, Jason. I didn't forget. Don't worry. We're going to do it. Royal Bourbon is the name of it. See. All right. We got one bicep left. It's going to be for Royal Bourbon once we get to the bottom. How about Fougère? Fougère is how I say it. I think I got that one. Fougère. I think I got that one nailed down. I don't hear much disagreement in the way that one's pronounced. Gonna wear Angel Share on the Rocks. Okay, nice. That one's a new one, right? Nice. You're gonna sample that one out. Let me know how that one works out for you and what you think about it. Ooh, Creed Royal Oud. That is an amazing fragrance that I now own, thanks to Vince. I'm a Creed guy now, so got to step it up. Got to take hold of this life now. I mean, the Creed Club can't be messing around out here as much. They hold off on the meet till the 20th. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know if push it back. I'd love to try to join. Joel doesn't miss, man. He really doesn't. He did put me on the masculine plurial, and I did love it when I tried it. Yeah, I need to, in 2026, just buy more shit that he says blind. Just blind buy Joel recommendations more. That's a good New Year's resolution. I've blind bought maybe like 3 or 4 things that he's recommended, and I've loved every single one. Like, there hasn't been one that was kind of like sort of like I like it, but I don't love it. Every single one has been like, wow, this is really good. The man has a great nose. What can I say? That's why he is the sensei. I'm thinking Trace Oris for Thanksgiving, not final answer. I'm not gonna hold you to it, Blaine. Don't worry. But that'd be a good one. I'm gonna wear a Zaharoff Pour Homme Intense. Speaking of fougères, cinnamon boozy fragrance. Okay. I don't know if I've ever tried the Intense, but I can imagine. I think that's gonna smell good on you, Vince. I mean, whatever you wear is gonna smell good. Surprised you're not gonna be pulling out Neffs. Need to see more Neffs in the rotation, man. Don't forget about Neffs, but only for the gym. I love cinnamon. I do love cinnamon. A good cinnamon note in fragrances. Magnifique. Magnifique. Oh, man. It's only a matter of time before I embarrass myself too much on these streams. All right, Esteban, thanks for stopping by. Let's see. We're almost at the bottom. Let's see. It's really cinnamon heavy. I love that note around the holidays. Same, man. That cinnamon is definitely great note to be wearing in the fall and holiday season. Just puts you right in that mindset, doesn't it? Take a huge spray to cover bicep that big. Shut it, Vince. Don't be gassing me up too much, man. I'm gonna go on a cut after this. First, we'll take up Angel Share, kind of an ice grapefruit top note, a little lighter on the cinnamon. That sounds pretty fire. I have to get my nose on that. It's gonna cover half that bicep. Well, shoot. Let's get into it. All right. So, Flume Impressions Royal Bourbon. So, as you guys may or may not know, the boozy notes can be a little bit tricky for me. It's not always my favorite thing, but never say never. It's all about the blend. And if I can get this tape off, I can get it going. All right. There we go. Hopping in the shower after this, that's for sure. I got like 50 different scents going. Crazy sillage right now. Let me make sure. All right. Let's get it. This one's filled to the top, man. I appreciate that. You didn't skimp on this one. You didn't skimp on any of them, but just notice this one's topped out. Oh, it's not a boozy scent. Okay, I like this a lot. I do get booziness. You know what I'm getting? It's like a kind of like an apple cider. This is right off the rip, reminding me a little bit of a fragrance that I'm kind of addicted to right now, which is Barbados Crimson. The way that has like this apple cider mixing with like I forget, either whiskey or cognac or rum or something, some kind of booziness. But this, oh yeah. Ooh, this is good. See, this is good, man. Shit, this is good. This is complex. I'm getting layers upon layers here. I'm getting booziness. I'm getting a honeyed sweetness. I'm getting kind of like a syrupy feel. I'm getting this apple cider feel, definitely fall time vibes. I'm getting some spice. I'm getting like maybe like a cinnamon type spice. Wow, this is nice. This is probably my favorite thing I've smelled of all of them so far. Of everything you sent me, I think this is my second favorite after Second Soul. It's given Second Soul a run for its money. I'll tell you that. Yeah, this is really nice. I'm getting definitely a honey type sweetness. I'm almost getting like something a little bit medicinal, and I don't say that in a bad way at all. It's very, very pleasant. I'm really enjoying this one. Definitely sweet. It's definitely sweet. Okay, I'd be interested to know what's in here. I do get kind of like this, some sort of fruitiness. Can't quite put my finger on what it is. Maybe it's a cherry. It's got maybe like an apple cider. Definitely getting cinnamon here. Definitely get kind of like an angel share, but like a sweeter and more uh, effervescent type of experience here. It's definitely warm, spicy, but let's check out the notes here and don't have to guess anymore. All right. This is my first one from the house, and I'm impressed. I wonder how much these go for. This is a great, cool weather fragrance. And it is kind of different than the Crimson now, but in that opening, I got that kind of apple cider feel from it. Sweet, warm, spicy tobacco. Okay. This is a very friendly tobacco. This is a very not a challenging tobacco. Tobacco can be a little bit challenging when it's very tobacco forward in a fragrance. I think Esteban, if you're still watching, you'd like this. I know sweet fragrances can kind of be tough for you, but I mean, this one's hidden for me. Ooh, licorice and black pepper. Maybe that's what I'm getting a little bit of. Oh, this is opulent. Yeah, I'm getting that rum for sure. Picked up on that. Definitely got that caramel sweetness. I think I said honey, but yeah, caramel. I said syrupy, so I think that's kind of what I'm attributing to that caramel, the syrupy honey type sweetness. I said honey, but caramel. Definitely get the cinnamon and ginger blending really beautifully in the opening. Maybe some of that licorice as well. I'm kind of a sucker for black pepper. I really like fragrances that feature black pepper and a lot of like peppery notes. Sauvage, Escopazo. I'm a big fan of black pepper and peppery fragrances in general. This is definitely going to be too sweet for some. If you don't particularly enjoy sweet fragrances at all, then you're not going to like this. But if you're okay with sweet, as long as it's not like cloying and crazy, crazy sweet, you're going to love this if you have a similar taste to mine. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I like it more than Iberia. Man, that is good stuff. Thank you for sending these, Jason. I really, really like this one, as I've said probably 100 times already. Cool. Yeah, this was a huge winner right here. It's definitely going to be on my radar. I like the look of this bottle too. It's classy. Good stuff. Cap looks good. You know how important that cap is. All right. Well, we did it. I'm sorry if I kind of was harsh on some of these Z creator fragrances and you guys feel differently about them, you know, it is what it is, man. Keep it real with you guys all the time. But there are definitely some winners, Iberi being one of them. I could definitely see Niche 1 Million Privé. It definitely puts me in that same mindset. Oh yeah, 100%. This is such a banger. Holy smokes, guys. Yeah, this is it. This one blows everything except Second Soul so far that I've tried away. This is my jam. It does kind of look like an Argos bottle, doesn't it? A little bit. Except that I like that it has the name of it on the bottom there. That's a nice little touch. It's a classy. I'm not really familiar with this brand or where they're from or what they're about, but there are so many fragrances out there, you know. But yeah, this is definitely holy shit, that's good. I'm getting that ginger, and that's really winning me over. You guys know how I feel about a good ginger. It's there. I'm picking up all the different nuances. I think I mentioned a good amount of them before I looked at the notes, so this one's working for me. The cap looks like the Argos a little bit. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. All right, let me get a little Powerade in my life here. All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap this up soon. This was a success. I'm thankful that I was able to smell these. Thank you to Jason for sending these. Thank you guys for hanging out and chiming in. And thank you to the people that feel differently about this, and you can be adults and just be okay with people having different opinions. Like my man Vince, me and him, and just in general, we have very different tastes in fragrances, but we still love talking about fragrances, and it doesn't change the fact that we can't talk about stuff and enjoy it. So it's a very personal thing, you know. You're welcome. I appreciate that, brother. I'm going to be out of town, but you know, maybe when I come back, because I don't want to have it just sitting in the mailbox or whatever. Move over, call time night. Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is definitely, this is sweeter than Call Tot Night for sure. But man, that ginger with the cinnamon and the kind of rum and just the sweetness I'm getting, forgot, is it vanilla or whatever? Man. Oh, yeah, I can't stop smelling that one. That one's a major winner for me. The berry is great though too. It's different. It's a little bit more, you know, kind of like on a balsamic, maybe like a little bit of like a gingerbread type vibe. I get hints of commodity milk like in the background when I just smell in the air. I do get kind of little whiffs of commodity milk. So if you guys ever tried that one, I really enjoy that one, but it's pretty linear fragrance, pretty like synthetic gourmand, but I really vibe with some of those. It's not like crazy complex, but it's a good winter fragrance when it's freezing. As you know, it gets freezing cold out here. That one's just like a fun one. Pretty sweet fragrance lovers. Happy Thanksgiving, Blaine. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. We're wrapping up here. Yeah, tobacco for sure. This plume impression, man. It's good. Have you tried this one, Esteban? It may be too sweet for you, but this is my favorite one from today for sure. Super good. Loving that one. Did they develop? Let's check it out. I have a feeling I've really attacked my nose at this point, but Sunkissed Island, I'm getting maybe a little bit of like that sand accord, but I think it's probably I'm going a little nose blind because all the fragrances are so strong and I'm smelling them now, but it is wearing a little bit softer. I have a feeling that's just the way I'm perceiving it because of the amount of fragrance I'm consuming right now. I do get Curaçao Bay vibes as it's drying down, big time. Like Curacao, Curaçao. We're gonna have a pronunciation stream. Get this all sorted out once and for all. I really like Seamless Soul, so maybe I gave you guys the wrong impressions. I really do like it, but it's just kind of mass appealing, and I mean, it does remind me of Greenlee a lot. But I really enjoy the apple. It's sticking around, it's hanging around, it's not fading, so it's still there, which I really like about it. I love the note of apple. Apple and amberwoods. It hasn't changed too much for me. Those are pretty much the two things that I pick up. Alrighty. Man, that one's really good. All right, folks, it's time to wrap this up. I'm running out of steam, as you can probably tell. I appreciate you guys' time and you guys hanging out. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you guys, thankful for this channel, thankful for the community, for the awesome people in it, for the fraternity specifically, and thankful to God to be able to afford these fragrances, to be able to smell them, to enjoy them, to be able to wear them. And may we continue to wear our fragrances in good health and continue to not only spread things that smell good to others, but use that fragrance to, you know, be the best version of ourselves that we can be, right? Because that's kind of what this is about. Is it's like the cherry on top. It's meant to enhance. So use your favorite fragrances, enhance your kind of attitude that you bring to your work, to the people around you, and you know, we're responsible for telling people about these fragrances, letting them know about what scents are good. People come to us for their recommendations a lot of times, so we got that responsibility. But it can also be a great tool for you to improve your confidence in a slight way, improve your mood a little bit maybe, and just kind of connect to your higher self, to appreciate the art form, the amount of work that it really takes to create these pieces of art, because that's what they are. And it's really, really impressive stuff here. It's very difficult to create a fragrance that a lot of people are going to want and buy. So it's truly a special thing to be able to smell these and to wear them and to talk about them. We should never take that for granted. So I appreciate you guys. Much love to everybody. Only wishing you guys the best. Wear your fragrances in good health and good spirits. May this year not be too difficult, and may you not face too much hardship. And God willing, we will be here next year for many more Wednesday live streams at the Fragrance Fraternity. So hit that like on the way out. Much love to all of you guys. Always feel free to slide in my DMs if you want to talk fragrance, life in general, or whatever. Always happy to speak with you, or email me. Anyway, see you guys. Thank you for your time. Peace out. Have a great day.